Okay. Hey there. It's been a while since I've done a how to draw video. I'm gonna switch this up because mine doesn't really work that well for the girl when I have it there. But anyway, it's been a while. Haven't really made a how to draw video in a while. I know a lot of you have subscribed for that reason, which I don't know why. The reason why I stopped is because I didn't think I was really good at it. So, but nonetheless, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm going to just cut to the chase and just start drawing. Before I do, I guess, I just want to say that this is how I draw the genders. This is not a solid way of how to draw a gender. And also, it's going to take a lot of practice to draw a gender correctly. So, you know, so you're just going to have to keep working on it. So if it doesn't look right, I can only point things out to help you. But there's no way around practice. Okay, there's no way around practice. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with the guy first because guys, they usually are the easiest because chances are when you draw like a girl, like you draw a girl, it starts to look like a guy with like long hair and girl lips. I know that's how it was for the longest time for me when I was drawing. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the guy first. And the first thing we're going to start with is the neck. Now, with the neck, girls, they tend to have like a more smooth neck and skinnier neck. A smooth and skinny neck, on average, a girl does. And a guy, they have more of a, like not much of a curve to their neck. I mean, there is a curve, a little bit of a curve, but not anywhere near like how a woman's is. Okay, so I just sped it up because so it doesn't drag on. But uh, basically, what I'm doing is I'm just inking it and explaining as I go along. That there are muscle in the neck. It's just that you don't want to go way overboard. Just be really subtle and unnoticeable. You could, put more muscle in the shoulders, but otherwise, don't go overboard with that either, because otherwise it'll look like a pea head. But yeah, also you can also define what a guy is by adding their Adam's neck, like so. So yeah, adding a little bit of muscle helps a lot. So next, let's go ahead and get to the jaw area. With the jaw area, a guy's is usually pretty, I guess, solid, flat, like strong chin. So when you draw that area, it should be like strong and maybe the bones would be showing a little bit, like their like jawline and all that. For girls, what should do is have it be all smooth, like so. Like this is their chin, their jaw, all that. Like maybe not as much bone showing for the girls, but uh, you know, just make it all nice and smooth and such. So let's go ahead and go back to our actual example. So we're gonna go ahead and start off right here, and then with the jaw, like if you're a guy, or I'm guessing even a girl, like if you feel your jaw, like right now, or I mean not your jaw, your chin, like you can feel like a little bit of a curve right there. So if you're a guy, or if you're drawing a guy, go ahead and just draw that little curve right there. I don't know if girls have that, but like you can just feel like a little bit of a like curve going this way for. So go ahead and draw that on the guy, basically. Um, so yeah, we've got the neck and we've got the jaw and the chin. So the ears, you just, I guess, make only thing I can really think of to say about the ears is that you just make them usually just a little bit bigger than uh, than normal. Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, so yeah, the only thing I can really think of is to make a guy's ears more bigger, maybe more outwards toward their body. So let's go ahead and get to the guy's mouth. Um, Now, of course, this is like probably one of the easiest things for the whole gender thing. Uh, but you know, like girls will be something like this. And then what most guys do is they have just draw a line, which you know it's pretty right. And depending on what your level is on lips, you could probably, or on a mouth, you could probably put like kind of something like this. But what you can do is, what I do is, I like start off like this, and then I just make the lower part of the lip like so. But you know what you could do is you could also do something like this. So I usually stick to this because this one, like, it gets really close. Like if you don't do it right, it'll start to look like girls' lips. So that's why I usually stay away from this and I go with this. But whatever one you think you can do better, then by all means do it. So let's go with the example. I'm going to just go ahead and draw that. I'm not super, don't make hard lines on it. And by that, I don't mean like, I don't go like this. I go like this on the guy's lips. And actually, if you want to go a little harder on the girl's lips, on like on like how thick you make the lips, you could probably get away with that if you do it right. Um, and then you know that little thing as in a lower lip. So yeah, the next thing we're gonna do is the nose. So next one we're gonna do is the nose. So when you make a guy's nose, you kind of just go like make show like the bones. Like there's also a lot of different ways to make the nose as well. So just keep that in mind as well. But and I'm not teaching how to draw a nose or all these types of nose. I'm just saying a guy's nose usually has like it's usually bigger actually. A guy's nose on average, not always, but on average, is bigger. But you can make them like the same size as a girl sometimes as well. There's also a lot of times a bone like right in this area, but not always for a guy. And the guy's nose is usually wider, but not always. But for a girl's nose, you should never draw the bone up there. The nose, it can be, I guess, it can be big, but if you don't do that right, it'll just look silly. um, and it should, on average, actually, you should make a girl's nose somewhat small, actually. And my camera is acting up. What is up with the camera? Um, but yeah, the girl's nose smaller. The guy's nose, okay, the girl's nose on average smaller. The guy's nose on average bigger. Never put like too much bone detail on a girl. You can get away with bone detail on a guy. That said, let's go ahead and get started with the guy. Um, Usually what I do is I start up here in this area just to help me work out like bone details and whatnot. If you want to you should also just study how bones are in the body in general, um, and muscle, but bones especially as well, because that just shows you where everything goes and all that. I still have to learn how the bones work myself. Actually, uh, I should practice more of that than I should. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with the hair. Hair, it's basically, there's not really a whole lot I can say about that. Uh, Mostly because it's kind of hard. It's just something I know. It's by second nature. but I guess I'll give my best to explain my best effort to explain it. But basically, you just guys' hair is usually shorter, and I guess a little bit more hard and tough. You know, like it's not really as smooth. Guys can have long hair too, I guess, but I mean, like it's not like when I draw it. It usually it's not going to be as neat or as clean as girl hair, even when it's long.
So, you know. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I don't really know what I can say about hair. it's just it's just hair. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and go to the eyes now. Um, guys' eyes are pretty important as well. They will say what the eyes tell like a big portion of gender, in my opinion, and it's kind of a little bit also I guess one of the harder parts too, because eyes they're just like one of the other like subtle things, like slight little things that you do, at least for me anyway, for them. But basically, it's like how you did the girls, you know, like I make the eyes more broad, not so much bigger or anything like that, but like just not as I guess fragile looking. And no, I'm not saying girls are fragile. By all means, I am not saying that. In fact, most girls, a lot of girls, can be dominant more so than guys a lot of times. But you know, girls' bodies are built differently. I don't really know how else I can say it with, uh, you know, but if they weren't built differently, then guys would be able to give birth as well, and girls wouldn't be the only genders that could. So, um, and you know, if you're a woman and you give birth, then I count that in the tough category because that does not sound pleasant, and most guys would probably say, "Hell no, I'm not doing that." But yeah, I guess one of the things that you can do about the whole eye thing for guys, one thing is to not draw eyelashes. Some artists can get away with that. I am not very good at getting away with drawing an eyelash on guys. Um, you know, like very few can. So, you know, maybe someday I'll give it another try drawing eyelashes on guys. But for the most part, it just does not. It for most people they can't get away with it. The eyebrows, for girls, you know, it's like this, and then guys, it's like this. So basically, when you draw the eyebrows, uh, guys don't have to be as smooth and adequate as this, because this is smooth and this is messy. So guys, eyebrows. I'm not saying that like it's like they should be like that or anything. No, I'm not. I'm not saying that they should be like that. But you know, they're just not as nice as girl eyebrows. So you know, something like that'll do the job. You know. So yeah. Oh no. So yeah, now that we have the guy now, I'm just gonna add a little bit of these things. So yeah, we have the guy. Let's go to the girl now.